Hi everyone, welcome back. And if you're new here, this is probably quite a good video to have stumbled on because we are basically going over our plans for the next few months and most importantly our departure plan. So super exciting. The date is slowly creeping up on us, so we're now in March. So yeah, we're really starting to think seriously about setting off in summer. So we'll go over what our plans are for the next few months in terms of boat work and then what we're planning on doing when we leave the UK as well. I mean, Ashley was supposed to be doing this part of the video with me, but I don't know where he is, so go find him. Finally got some better weather as well. Yeah. Ashley?
Hello.
Oh, you're there. Oh, ow! God, I almost fell over. What are you doing?
Trying to get the shower working. I think I've got it going.
We're not going to get a new one of them.
Well, have you not seen? Right, so there's a bit of calcium build-up, but this is a switch. And then if you... nothing. Turn the switch on. But then it dies a death.
I mean, it's quite small, isn't it? Maybe we should get a bigger one.
Oh, we definitely need a new one, but for now, it's something. It means
cute.
It's got water to it.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Which I guess is something.
We've not actually looked at that before.
No, but I've got these out of it, I don't know. There's lots of that.
Oh, is that just calcium?
I think so, yeah.
Cool. Sounds like some of you being on the sugar scoop.
I know.
So we're waiting to be lifted out currently, so we're still in the water at the moment and we need to be out like now. We're so impatient, we just want to be lifted out, and that is because we have the hull to scrape, which is going to be such a big job. We have no idea how long it's going to take us. It might take us a month, it might take us a few weeks, but that's the biggest job to date, isn't it, really, that we just really want to get started with.
Yeah.
So yeah, we need to scrape all of the bottom, get all of the anti-foul off. We've got about 7 or 8 layers. It's ridiculous. So, I mean, when we first looked at it, because we're going to copper coat it as well, we think that's the best option. So we've paid a deposit on that. But when we spoke to the guy at Southampton Boat Show about scraping it, he said, yeah, do a square metre and then you'll probably end up sandblasting it. But we're hesitant, aren't we, about
We're reluctant to sandblast it, aren't we?
Yeah.
Because then the sandblasting can make quite a bit of mess to the hull, and then you've got the work of repairing that. So, yeah, we're going to give it a go at scraping it. We're going to try and call in as many people as we can till they get sick of us. So if there's anyone local who wants to come and have a scrape, you're more than welcome. We're just going to do it of an evening, and obviously it's the money. It's nearly £2 grand to sandblast it. I think around about £2 grand we got priced.
So it'll be our evenings and weekends because we're still working.
Yeah.
So it's annoying because on really, really sunny days when we're at work, we're just thinking of all the jobs we could be doing, but
yeah,
there's nothing we can do about it because obviously work's then paying for all the work on the boat. So
yeah, it's a try to get the balance, but we are currently waiting for rain in the Lake District, would you believe? So the trailer we're waiting for has a new Beneteau on at the minute, and we can't get on that trailer until that Beneteau has gone into Windermere, and that Beneteau can't go into Windermere till the lake rises. So we're waiting for the levels to rise at Windermere. So it's unbelievable how dry it's been.
It's difficult. The whole winter has been raining so much, but
yeah, so we need the water levels to rise in Windermere before we can get lifted out. So we're praying just for a good week of rain and then sun.
If everyone can do a rain dance, that would be much appreciated.
We need to get the anti-foul off, but then before we can copper coat, we need to obviously dry the hull. The moisture content needs to be right on the hull, so we're gonna obviously get the anti-foul off as soon as we can.
Because it'll be typical, we'll get lifted out and then it'll just be rain and wet, won't it? It won't be sunny like it is now. So
we're thinking of tarping down and get a commercial dehumidifier in there and just try and dry it out as quickly as possible, and then we can get copper coated. We're also getting the boat re-rigged because the rigging's 15 years old.
But yeah, lots to do.
Sorry, I just had to nip in and get a jumper on because it's actually quite chilly. Although the sun's out, it's dropping now behind the houses. I think it's going to be quite cold tonight. So yeah, once we get put back in the water, we're hoping that's end of June. That is when we will probably take the boat out for its first sail since being rigged and everything.
We're thinking of maybe doing a little shakedown sail to maybe the Isle of Man or something, aren't we?
Yeah.
Just to, obviously we're going to have new systems, like Ashley said, we're going to have new rigging, so just to make sure that everything's in working order. And then July, that'll be our sort of set-off date, really.
Yeah, July, August. And then it will be across the Bay of Biscay, won't it?
Yeah.
Which we are excited and obviously nervous about.
Yeah, so hopefully cross the bay towards the end of July, if we're lucky with timings and if everything goes right with all the boat work that we've got planned, and then do the Bay of Biscay, which is super nerve-wracking for us. It's going to be the biggest offshore passage that we've ever done, so we're going to get some help on board just so it's not just the two of us, because we haven't properly sailed since sort of last summer because we've been in Glasson. It's quite hard to get out for day sails here and everything. We've just been so busy with boat work. But that's like the next big thing for us, so prepping for the Bay of Biscay and then thinking about what passage to do as well, because we've got a few in mind, haven't we?
Yeah, so there's a few options. So there are two routes we're considering to get to Portugal. The first route would consist of two legs. The first one would be to come out of Glasson and head down the Irish Sea over to Kinsale in Southern Ireland. The second leg of the journey would take us out of Kinsale due south, taking us across the continental shelf much further out. So hopefully it would give us calmer seas and also keeping us well out of the way of the Orca. We would continue down there and head into Portugal, avoiding Finisterre as the weather can get quite bad round there. But that's weather dependent on the day.
The other option would also consist of two legs. So the first leg of the journey would be to come out of Glasson and head down to Brest in France, where we would wait for a favourable weather window. And then for the second leg of the journey, we would come out of Brest, across the Bay of Biscay, and then hopefully come into La Coruna. Weather dependent, otherwise we would avoid Finisterre and come into Portugal.
But we're going to go into more detail with that. We've got all the passage planned to do, and there's a lot of planning to go into getting across the bay, whichever route we're going to take. And we're going to do more of that on our Patreon.
So we've just set up our Patreon, so that's super exciting. We've had a few people messaging us and asking if we have one, so that's now live and we've put a link to it below, so we would love for you to check it out. But I think one of the main things that we are super excited about is sort of having that communication with our subscribers. And for example, like the Bay of Biscay, we've got so many questions, and it would be great if people have prior experience or if they have any tips and tricks.
But I think we're going to try and have a Q&A session.
Yeah.
Can't put a number on it because I don't know how often, like once a week, once a month, we're not sure yet. We're just going to work it out as we go. So we've got a few tiers on there for people to check out if they fancy supporting us and getting a few little perks from that. It'll be pretty cool, so we're well excited to get that started and get going with it.
Anyway, that's enough talk about the Med. Here's a clip from the cold spell when we were trying to fix our heating. It's so icy outside. Ashley's making me some slip-proof foot gear.
Right, we just get your foot in here. After my fall last night, we don't want another one of them. Ow! Go on. Ow!
Oh, do it. Get your thumb out.
Use this fall because I have your shoe on. Yeah, get your foot out. Babe, you're gonna knack your shoes.
Listen.
Yeah, but your shoes. Tracking my fingers in all that.
Sorry.
Try to get your thing on with my fingers in between. I can see myself going over here. Oh, they're actually really good. Oh my god, it's frozen over. So I've just got back from work. Elle's gone to the gym because she's been on the boat all day, and she's freezing. It's been like -2 today. It's been quite cold, and it was a cold night. So while she's away, she's gone to try and warm up, and she's gonna have a good hot shower. Bless her. But while she's away, I'm gonna try and get the heating working. We have this here, central heating. So let's see what it does. You can hear the fuel pump now. So I've managed to get the heater going. Steam of breath. Oh, I've steamed it up now. Gonna have to knock it off. I don't know if you can see. You can see the smoke coming off this pipe. I'm not too concerned because this fire rope does feel like it's getting warm and almost it's moisture. Wiz hasn't had a look in the engine room yet, so yeah, take that with you.
Should we turn it off?
I'm in panic.
Look at it.
So we've knocked the heater off for now. That exhaust is definitely going to need some looking at. The plastic started to smoke and it absolutely stunk the boat out. So when I'm in my work clothes tomorrow, because that fire rope stuff that's wrapped around it's really itchy, so I'm going to cut it all back and then see about trying to lag it.
So Ashley's in the engine room at the minute, so let's go see how we are getting on.
You alright?
So this is what our problem is.
So I've took it out of there, I'm just cutting. Can you see all that? That's all melted. And it just, basically it's just been getting a little bit too hot. Right, so I've got the tin lagging stuff off. Just having a look here. This is quite tired, this exhaust, so I'm going to scrape that back and paint it with some rust inhibitor and then get this on as far as I can, but I could put some liquid metal in there just to fix that up. If you got to grab that end ways, and then if I work there, get this end, not that lagging. There's more, wait one sec, there's more lagging here. Then we've got, whoa. Right.
It is absolutely freezing.
It's dark and we're cold, but we're still going.
We're determined to get it working tonight.
So we've lagged it in the fire rope and then we've put the foil tape round, and now I'm just lashing it with this wire because I think when it gets hot the foil tape, the glue may fail and then the foil tape might start coming off. So I thought if I just wrap the wire around it, it'll help.
It's -6 in a few days, isn't it? So we're just trying to get it done before that cold spell comes.
For tonight, this is a squeeze. For tonight, it's just gonna go back on like that, and then tomorrow we can whip it back off, and we're gonna space it properly with some things we've bought, and we'll hopefully tomorrow we'll have a good safe exhaust system. That's it, all lagged. Put the wire round just if the glue fails, and then it heads up there and expels out there.
Here goes nothing. Central heating. Should I turn it off?
Oh, let's see. It's getting very hot. Like, you could never just sit through there with that running, could you? Happy away. Like, that is so hot, I'm constantly paranoid. I can't touch it anywhere. I think a lot of the stuff on the pipe, like anything, when it gets hot, it has to smoke first and burn all the newness off. So we have a fan in this room, in the engine room, over there, and that's an extractor. So we shut the door, let it get really hot, and I had the extractor on, and it's took away all the fumes and whatnot off the exhaust. So now it's burnt in, if you will. Basically, it's not that hot if you put your hand near it. Very, very hot when you touch it. So I've got these exhaust clamps and then some threaded bar. Got this, which will sit on like that. Threaded bar will go into there, and then I'm gonna drill a hole through here, put a bolt either side, and then I can cut my threaded bar, stainless steel threaded bar, at whatever length I want, and then these will space the exhaust off of anything I don't want it near, basically. So yeah, I'm gonna have a mess about with that, but quite excited because I'm gonna use the vise for the first time. Right, one-handed with the GoPro, drilling, let's go. Let's see if this works. Is that gonna fit? Oh, yes. It kind of does. Right, so my first job is to get... Can you see on the back of this wood?
What are you doing?
What?
What are you doing?
Doing this, I'm fixing the exhaust, so it's safe.
With the flow?
Yeah. No, with the spacers. Oh. Can you see on the back of this wood? I don't know if you can see from there, but all that black, that's all charring on wood from the old exhaust. So that's worrying, really. And that's obviously the hottest part. It's coming out here. It's straight out, and that's straight onto there. So it's just been sat against it in the past. So we will get it. Do you know, I might get it right off, and then I can. I don't want to let that any further out than that because I don't want it puncturing the exhaust. So that's the first one done. Whee! Right, so I've done the bendy thing again. Put the nut in. Got this on here. Oh, go on, thank you. God, that's some proper hardwood, that's nice. Proper fixing. Because what I've done here with this one is I wanted it off that exhaust as well. That up there is still a bit of a nightmare, as you can see with all them other pipes. And if you shine up there with the torch, you can see, I'm not sure if that's from rubbing. I think that is from rubbing from this pipe, but there's some things up there that are just there. You can see on the underside. So that's as far as I've got with it tonight, but I'm well chuffed with that. Just to try and show you, like, it's hard on the GoPro, I don't really show, but like basically everywhere is completely off and like away away from anything. Well chuffed with that method as well, because you can just adjust it. Obviously cut the threaded bar to whatever length you want, and then there you go. You can just tailor it to whatever it needs. You still got to buy anything like that off the shelf, wouldn't you? And it's nice and neat. So yeah, happy with that.
Thank you everyone for watching and for your continued support. See you next time.